best way that I can describe what YouTube has felt like for me, it's like a personal development boot camp. I'm just super excited to share my YouTube story with you because YouTube absolutely has changed my life. At the time of recording this, I have 147 subscribers. I'm gonna be sharing three main things. Number one, I'm gonna tell you why I'm even doing this in the first place. Number two, I'm gonna tell you about this personal development boot camp because that's truly what I feel YouTube has been for me. It's like a never-ending boot camp in a good way. In the third part of the video, I'll give you some of my advice for starting out if you are thinking about starting a channel or you're brand new, because I was there a year ago. So why am I even creating on YouTube in the first place? I love YouTube. What a time to be alive in this era of technology, and I just think YouTube is like the most awesome platform. So many of the most important life and business skills that I've learned have come from learning on YouTube. A personal rule I have for myself is I always want to create more than I consume. And so just as all of the creators that I've learned from that I'm so grateful for, I want to create really valuable content that other people can learn from or feel inspired or maybe have like a smile or a laugh. And I enjoy making videos. I think it's really fun. It's a creative outlet for me. Now, let me tell you about why this feels like a personal development boot camp to me. So I made a whole list of all of the things that I feel like YouTube has been teaching me. It basically comes down to three main areas. The first one is really building my self-worth. The second is building my character. And the third is building my skills. So I'm gonna tell you about each of those things. I have been on a very deep rebuilding my self-worth journey for the past 3 years. After I left an abusive marriage, I had like no self-esteem left or any self-worth at all. Like I just felt like I was an empty shell of a person and I had to completely like rebuild myself. Over the past couple years, I've just really fallen in love with creating content, and the most surprising side effect was that it has really been like one of the major components in my healing journey after narcissistic abuse, in addition to seeing my therapist. Another thing in helping me build my self-worth is that it's really helped me to not take things personally. I've already decided ahead of time that I'm not gonna let any negative or hate comments that I potentially will receive get me down or chip away at my self-worth. If you have not read this book, The 4 Agreements, yet, I highly recommend it. Like, this book is what really helped me master the art of not taking things personally. I could make an entire video about that. So if you want to see that video, make a comment below. And if enough people ask for it, I'll make it, I guess. But what a freeing thing to like literally not take things personally. I mean, it's one thing to say like, oh, I don't care what people think, but to like actually not care is a whole different level of like actually living that and really not taking things personally is an art form, and it's a practice. Like it's something that I actively practice. That has been an amazing side effect of doing YouTube. And another thing has been not comparing myself to others. It can feel really defeating when you're first starting out and like, you know, pouring hours and hours into creating a video and then like 3 people watch it. It's like, wow, that totally did not pay off. I've really just been focused on staying in my own lane and only comparing myself to myself and trying to focus on just making each video 1% better than the last. And that's it. Not putting too much pressure on myself, just trying to improve at a sustainable pace and celebrating the small wins along the way. Like I celebrate every single new subscriber. I celebrate every comment, every like, because each one of those things, no matter how small, actually feels huge. Like it's a huge win. It's like, wow, 1 new person subscribed to my channel. Amazing. Who are they? Let me thank them. So it's been really great in building my self-worth. I also want to share another book with you. This book, Worthy by Jamie Kern Lima. Absolutely a must read if you are at all interested in working on your self-worth. This book is absolutely amazing. All right, now I want to tell you about how I feel that YouTube is really like building my character. And really it comes down to this: patience. Like the skill of patience and the art of delayed gratification. It's been the hardest exercise of this personal development boot camp I'm talking about. When you start on YouTube, you don't see results right away, and you just have to be okay with that. And I am. Like, when I started this challenge and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do YouTube for 10 years, I was like, I am not expecting to make any sort of money for 10 years. I'm gonna put my time horizon way out there. I just want to create because I want to put out things in the world that I think can be valuable and helpful to other people, and I wanna enjoy the process. YouTube will test your patience. It will. Another thing for character building is like the art of detachment. I've been reading in Wayne Dyer's book recently, I'll See It When I Believe It. He talks a lot about detaching yourself from the outcome. And since I know that I won't see any sort of results from a YouTube analytics standpoint, like, hundreds of thousands of subscribers or millions of views or, monetizing the channel, all that stuff, I know that's not going to happen for a long time. I'm okay with that. I'm just creating content for the joy of it. And since I know that those external results are not going to happen for a while, I've had to redefine what I think success is for myself. Success to me is making a video I'm proud of, sharing something that I feel is worth sharing, not being afraid to post it. I'm very comfortable putting myself out there in the online world now, but that doesn't mean that I don't have insecurities or like self-doubt still pop up. Like, I do. I'm just really good at coaching myself through those moments. Success to me is when one person tells me that they appreciate that I took the time to make the video and that they either learned something or they felt inspired. Like, that is how I'm defining success right now. My goal when I make a video is like, I just make something I feel proud of, focus on those 1% improvements every time, and release it into the world, and then that's it. Just let go of, like, I just don't expect any results. Whatever external results come, awesome. But like, I know that I made something I'm proud of, and that's all that matters. All right, and the third part of this boot camp for me has been building my skills. And now the other things I talked about, like, those are skills too, like not taking things personally and building self-worth and all of that. But I mean skills more of like in a business sense. Basically, I see everything as a game. Like, life is a game, business is a game. Like, everything's just a giant game. I want to play the YouTube game. I want to learn the game. I want to learn everything about it. I want to know the rules. I want to know how to be the best player. I want to know how to train myself, like all the things. And I'm really enjoying learning the game of YouTube. I've learned so much over the past year, and I know that I have so much more to learn. I know that there's so much stuff that I don't know. And it really is like a never ending game with like all these different levels, kind of like a video game. Like, it's fun when you like get to the next level, like in Mario Brothers. So I've been learning so much about, titles, thumbnails, how to structure a video, how to edit a video. It's pushing my content creation skills. Over the past couple of years, I've really developed my skills in short form content, with Facebook Reels or YouTube Shorts. But now, as of more recently, I've been really focused on creating more long form content, which is like a whole different ball game. So I'm on the learning curve of that. I also hired an editor recently. So far, I've had her edit like 3 videos. All these things that I'm learning as I'm going along, like it's just like stacking skill upon skill upon skill upon skill. And I love learning new skills. A few months ago, I also enrolled in Ali Abdal's part-time YouTuber Academy. And it's like, I already went through the entire course. It's amazing. And I learned just how much of a beginner I actually am and how much room for improvement there is. I'm like, oh my God. Like, so again, practicing that patience piece, it's like, I cannot improve everything magically overnight. I just need to focus on those like small 1% improvements every single time and not get too down on myself that I am not at this like, production level like Ali Abdal is with, 5 million subscribers. So I highly recommend his course. I'll link it in the description below if you're interested in checking it out. The course is amazing, and the community that you get to be part of is like, it's the best. And now here's my advice if you're thinking about starting a channel. First, ask yourself, like, why do I even want to create on YouTube in the first place? Why do you want to have a channel? Once you're clear on that, ask yourself if you're willing to play the game. Something I notice a lot, especially like in the clients that I coach, I help new entrepreneurs like get up and running. And a mistake that I've made in the past too is that I started something because I wanted the result, but I wasn't willing to play the game. For example, I tried like, I don't know, 7 or 8 years ago, I tried print on demand. I tried that online business model, and I tried it because I saw all these YouTube videos of people being like, I make $100,000 in one day selling print on demand t-shirts. And I was like, oh, let me try that. I wanted the result. But once I started actually doing the work, I was like, I don't actually enjoy doing this. Like, I didn't enjoy the process. And so start your channel if actually creating videos and doing the actual work that it takes to create a YouTube channel is a game that you want to play. Because if you don't want to play it, like, don't do it. So if you are clear on why you want to do it and you actually want to play the game, then I would say, awesome, go make your first video. Just start. Be okay with it sucking. My first video was terrible. My first videos on the other channels that I tried and never followed through with, those were terrible too. Like, you're gonna suck at the beginning and you just have to be okay with that and know that you're not gonna see results overnight. Give yourself like a realistic challenge. So this challenge that I gave myself of I'm gonna post one video a week on YouTube for 10 years, it's worked for me. So you might wanna try something like that. I'm not saying you have to commit to like a 10-year thing because that is kind of like extreme. But you know, maybe tell yourself you're gonna try it for a year. I'm gonna do this thing for a year and see if I like it, you know? Or maybe you set a goal of like a number of videos. I'm gonna make 50 videos and then see if I enjoy the process or not. What I would not do is commit to something that is unsustainable. So like telling yourself, I'm gonna make a YouTube video every single day for a year. Like, you will burn out. If you haven't done it before, there is a lot more that goes into making a video than what you would think. Just get started. Try it out. You have nothing to lose. Detach yourself from the outcome. Know that, you know, the number of views or how many people like it or even the comments, like it has nothing to do with your self-worth. I truly believe that everybody has something valuable to share. Just because you are alive, just because you exist in the world means that you are worthy. You are worthy of sharing your voice with the world, sharing your opinions, teaching somebody something, telling them a personal struggle that you went through that can help somebody, you know, inspire them that they can see that they can do it too. YouTube is just a beautiful opportunity to express yourself, create value for others, and really just make it whatever you want to make it. So I hope that video was helpful for you. If you liked it, maybe you want to subscribe. If not, no worries. I don't take it personal. And maybe you want to stick around and watch one of these other videos that I've got on my channel. Thanks for watching. Bye.